Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sulk Stream. I hope you guys are having a good day. We seem to have our internet back. We have our Rumble firing on all cylinders, even though that might only be one cylinder. But hey, we're here. And we're holding it together. We're holding it down. We have nothing wrong yet. Yep. There we go. So now we're talking about the bane of the existence of the inner city. The elusive, the destructive ceiling birds. And why they can't just be, why can't you change the battery? I don't know. We're talking about chirping. It's gonna be a funny episode. I don't have a lot of intro to this, because what am I gonna say? People don't like changing their smoke alarm batteries. Why not? Why can't you get a ladder? You can't get a ladder and a 9-volt battery to stop that incessant squeaking, right? How does that not drive you nuts? How does that not drive you right up the wall? I don't know. I don't understand it, but we're going to watch a video and see if we can figure it out. So get comfy. Get yourself some gin and juice. If you're working, keep working. If you're driving, continue to drive safely. Get home. Hit the like button. Hit me on Ko-Fi at sulkstream.com or ko-fi.com/sulkstream or my various other places I'm sure you'll be able to find in the chat. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk Stream, and this is called Smoke Detectors. Enjoy.
Guess the chicken for $100.
Ooh, hold on. That's chaos.
He had no idea. Hold on, let's just start that one more time.
Guess the chicken for $100.
Ooh, hold
How
on.
do you not hear that? How do you not hear that? Typical black guy challenge, right? He's guessing the chicken from the taste. I wouldn't be able to do that. There's a Publix? That's Publix. I'd be able to do Publix.
Hold on. That's KFC.
Hello?
That's Publix chicken. Popeyes. This one is for sure Popeyes.
The joke is that he can see through the bottom of the blindfold. And if you didn't notice that, then it might be the magician's sleight of hand of distracting you with the ceiling bird that's in the background. That being said,
Ceiling bird! Ceiling birds!
welcome to Stereotypes. And on that note, we have a TikTok.
Look, stereotypes exist for a reason. They do. They just exist for a reason. It's not like people are making up stereotypes, right? Because if they would, I would make up all kinds of stereotypes. But no, they wouldn't match. No one would be like, that's not a stereotype. I'd be like, well, it's just made up. All stereotypes are made up. They're like, no, all stereotypes are generally pretty true. But you're not allowed to say that these days.
Sociologist here who got 3 million views for explaining the reasoning behind the smoke detector phenomenon.
Oh, are you guys ready for word salads? An educated black man word salad. Are you guys ready for this? This is funny.
Have you ever thought about how we came to associate the beep of a dying fire alarm with being broke?
Really? Because
Nope. It's not broke people. It's black people. Not broke people. You can afford a battery. There's no way you can't afford a 9-volt battery, right? You can go, like, even if you live in an inner city apartment, especially if you live in an inner city apartment, you call the superintendent or whoever, and he'll come and he'll change it for you, right? It's not even hard.
I've always associated people not being
You
able
don't even have to do it.
to replace a battery with being stupid and lazy.
Where is the...
That's what it is. I mean, it's not like you have to be a genius to change a battery. Do you have to be a genius? No, because you don't even need a ladder. You just need a chair or something. And a lot of these people are tall enough just to do it without.
Where's the... Excuse me.
You see what I mean about the quality of person who lets those things go off incessantly?
Okay, that one surprised me. But that's just a woman.
But I guess I'm wrong. Not having about...
They should start making the detectors play cop sirens instead. Would they hear that? Would they... I mean, it would seriously have to be... It would have to be pretty annoying. But, like, even then, they would just get rid of it completely, right? And then you wouldn't have a smoke detector. I guess. which is a crime, which is against the law. That's against the law. I'm pretty sure that's against the law.
$3.50 to quiet the noise of a safety device that's designed to piss you off until you fix it is really just about...
And how long will it go on? How long will it go on? How long will the chirp last? Will it last? I don't know. I've never tried to test it because when my smoke alarm starts beeping, I'm like, oh, I need to change that. I don't let it go 6 months. I don't let it go a year chirping because that would drive me up the wall. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Being born into oppressive situations and the generational trauma from that.
Christian says, I do the battery changing in the house. I do the battery changing in this house. I do the charging. I make sure everything's charged. I do all the battery changing. I make sure there's gas in the car. And then everyone just thinks that this house just runs on stuff. Like everything just is automatic. But no, I'm constantly running around, plugging things in, changing batteries. You know, it's a lot, especially with two boys, right? Who constantly use things all the time. And then don't plug it back in, right? The video game controllers, smoke alarms, the other video game controllers, the remotes around the house. My wife doesn't, my wife occasionally pumps the gas, but really, she'll come home with an empty tank, and I'll be like, all right, I guess I'll just go to the gas station. I'll make a special trip to go to the gas station to fill up the gas tank. Just, that's it. That's what she was out all day, you know? And she comes home, she rolls into the fucking driveway with that bad boy on E. And I'll be like, okay, I'll go and take care of that. For you, because it's not like I'm going to be going anywhere in it, right? I'm going to go to the gas station and bring that back so you can go gallivanting again to the beach or whatever.
Has caused them to become immune to the sound.
I'm a sociologist, and sociology is the
Great career choice. Great career choice. Great.
Study of society and human behavior in social context. One of my 5 major focuses is the...
Oh, nice Swamp Ninja. You know you're here, right? So if you call it that, the F-slur stream, you are here. You understand that you're now part of this? You want to call it that, that's your thing, right? But you are here, so you're kind of dunking on yourself, bro.
Biopsychosocial axis or somatics. And the social is how our lived experiences are, at least in part, the responsibility of someone else and vice versa.
Holy shit, man. We get it. You've read a book before. This is Kai Cenat in like 3 years.
Her love for me goes beyond all.
Who is Kai Cenat? Who's Kai? Is he a streamer? I think Kai Cenat's a streamer. Is he a rapper? I don't know. I don't want to.
Reasons and does not come from a place of
I'm here to gay bash. Yourself? What, the other people in the chat? There's a lot. There's a lot to gay to bash, you know?
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity, yes.
Reciprocity, yes. Thank you. Thank you, my Muslim sister.
Bad thing is that simply being willing to look up a word that he didn't know.
They all rap. I get down with that. That's cool. Sometimes you just hanging out, you rolling up a bleezy or something like that outside the pool hall. You need to rap. You just need to, someone drop you a beat and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, just got out of jail. Yeah. Probably going back to jail.
No.
That's my rap. I rhyme jail with jail.
Puts him ahead of most college English majors, according to this literacy study.
Jail. That's all they're doing. That's all
Let
they're
me
doing.
Translate for all the people who didn't
Rap
waste
what
time
you know. Rap about what you know.
Taking college classes in a field that is largely considered to be a joke these days. Essentially, the sociology guy said, if you're too lazy to change a battery, that's the fault of society, not yours.
Today I want to talk about the prefrontal cortex. In order to identify the relationship between beeping fire alarms, being broke, and the prefrontal cortex, we need to understand what the prefrontal cortex is. But the prefrontal cortex also has a role in governing executive function. And executive function is many things.
Are you about to say something racist? I feel like he's about to say something racist in a real sciencey way. Like, black folk don't have a prefrontal cortex, and so they kind of chimp out a lot, and then just kind of lay around.
Things, but I mostly identify it as the ability to identify, initiate, follow through on, and complete a task.
Bro, it's not that complicated. You open up the smoke detector, take the battery out, get a new battery, and put the new battery in. And if you're too ignorant of how electronics operate to figure that out by yourself, then there are like a million YouTube shorts that will teach you how to do that in like a minute. I mean, for how ridiculously easy this is, It is insane how many black people I've covered on this channel who have beeping smoke detectors go off in the background. For those of you who are regular viewers, I don't go out and Google like 500 videos of black people just to find the one person.
No, because they all have it. It is a ubiquitous thing, right? Who's that kid in Texas who stabbed the white kid, right? The kid, the twin, right? I don't know about what's inside of his house, although he bought a much nicer house from that whole GoFundMe stuff. Guarantee you that $500,000-$600,000 house, don't know how much it costs, probably a lot, right now has a beeping smoke alarm in it, right? They bought it a while back, right, when that whole thing went down and they got all that windfall of cash. So I bet the smoke alarms, when they moved in, were not beeping. Now, you walk into that house, every smoke alarm in that house is beeping. Every smoke alarm in that house is beeping. I guarantee you. I fucking guarantee you.
Person who has a ceiling bird chirping in the background. When I cover people like that rapper Dank Damas who sued Lyft because she was too fat to fit into a normal...
You are too fat. You are too fat. Look how fat you are. You're way too fat. My God, she's so fucking fat. Look, it's not the Uber driver's fault that he didn't want you to blow out his shocks, right? He didn't want you to ruin the alignment on his car. You weigh 50% of what that car does. You understand? It's like a Toyota Yaris or something like that. You hopping into that car is going to just throw off the alignment. That's not his fault. You don't get to sue over every little thing that you perceive as a slight. But I guess you do.
Normal size car. It's just in the video of her talking about the event.
I'm outside and you pulling off on me, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you gave me my fucking money back.
Remember, you know how taxi drivers don't pick up black people? And they made that a crime. In New York, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to drive past black people. Which is why? No. They're going to jump the cab. It's going to make it a lot more dangerous for you as a cab driver. I would quit at that point. But now Uber drivers aren't even doing it. Right? Don't you have a profile pic or something like that? I don't know.
There's a reason.
Chirp! To be completely 100% fair, getting her off of the ground, any sort of I wouldn't even call it a significant height, but a reasonable height off the ground to change a smoke detector, say she climbs a ladder or something like that. That's going to cause a lot of risk. I don't know if she lives in the upstairs or downstairs apartment or anything like that, but if she falls, first of all, it's going to be loud. She might fall through the floor. She's probably going to hurt herself. And where is she going to find a ladder that can actually support all that?
Reason why black people get ridiculed for this. There's a reason why other black people are ridiculing black people for this.
And I just really feel like I deserve this job. And if there's one thing about me, if there's something that needs to be fixed, I will fix it.
I'm just sitting here waiting for this.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Guy who's writing his doctoral thesis on smoke alarms to call me a racist for criticizing black culture.
Listen the fuck up, white people. Every other race is more racist than you. You don't believe me? Ask a black person what they think about a Chinese guy. Ask a Jew what they think about black people. Ask an Indian what they think about Mexicans.
Ask a Japanese person what they think about the Chinese.
Japanese people hate everybody. Japanese people hate everybody, right? They have this prime minister that's in there that's obviously been compromised, right? Because he's all yeah, we're going to start shipping in Africans because we need the workforce. And everyone in Japan is no, dude. No, they're going to kill him on sight. They're going to kill him on sight. No one is going to be cool with that. They will die. Even the black people. Black people from Africa. If you're watching this, I know you're big fans. Thank you. If you go to Japan, they'll kill you. All right? And the police force will not investigate. The police force only investigates murders that it knows it can solve. All right? The Yakuza will wipe you out. I'm telling you this as a warning for your safety. Do not go to Japan. They will kill you openly in the street. Don't go.
Actually, you don't have to. They'll just tell you. So miss me with the racism.
Free says Japanese people are the only race I won't beef with. They cool. I wouldn't, like, I don't know how that Johnny Somali guy lived so long. I guess it hadn't, reached peak fatigue at that time, right? I wouldn't put up with that guy. But, like, Japanese people, they are pretty polite and stuff, right? Or was he in Korea? It doesn't matter. I hope that guy's in jail for the rest of his life, right? Is he? I don't know.
Bullshit. It's current year, and everyone's done with getting called racist for criticizing the behavior of anyone who isn't.
Dan says Japanese people like black baseball players. Yeah, they also like black anime characters. That doesn't mean they want them running around their society, okay?
White. Anyway, let's get back to why the African American.
You know, you're looking through a thing, man. You don't just look. When you go to the zoo, you're all like, wow, look at all these cheetahs. I would really like to see these on a daily basis running around my kindergarten. You know, my kids' preschool and stuff. That'd be really awesome. No, you like them, but they're in the zoo. You don't want them out and about.
American community
You know what I
can't
mean?
figure out how batteries work.
One of the most common circumstances in which we can identify a dysregulated prefrontal cortex and by extension an inhibited capacity for executive functioning is in people with an
Slow down.
ADHD diagnosis. ADHD is
I got that. And my smoke alarms, you'll notice they're not chirping. Here, we'll just be quiet for a second. Nope.
characterized by a lot of things, but chief among them, the ability to identify, initiate, follow through on, and complete tasks. This is also why adults with ADHD can have a hard time being on time to things. Because if the...
Look, I'm actually an extremely punctual person, but it's because I'll sit around and like cancel the rest of my plans and like not do anything until I have to leave. I have this weird anxiety. I have like a 3 p.m. appointment and I have to like sit there and I'll be like, I can't do anything today. I have an appointment in 7 hours. So I have to go do that. So I'll just sit here. Maybe I'll scroll through my phone, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to make that appointment on fucking time.
Prefrontal cortex is not firing the way it's supposed to. It's just not firing. And no amount of yelling or frustration or cutting people off is going to change that.
Let me just get ChatGPT to translate that last segment, and he's saying that black people are late all the time because of biology. Well, that sounds kind of racist, but whatever. Now, I know he didn't say black people, but notice how he's only covering black stereotypes as he uses his college degree to continuously make excuses for the problem.
My house has no ghosts. There's no Indian burial grave in my property yet. And there's no ghosts here.
Instead of providing solutions.
There are a lot
Yes.
of biopsychosocial phenomena that correspond with the dysregulation of the prefrontal cortex or other parts of the brain, like anxiety and depression, but also acute and chronic stress and trauma. And those are the ones that I kind of...
I am not stressed out. All right? I wouldn't call it cute either.
want to focus on, especially...
I'm not stressed out. I don't chronic stress. I wouldn't call it cute. It's obtuse.
Because the
I have obtuse
and
stress.
what constitutes something that is stressful or traumatic isn't really up to you or somebody else. What does is the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis and the...
John's kids wake up to a fuzzy TV. No, but my wife sits in a rocking chair laughing at a staticky TV all night long. And I just let her do it. Just let her do that. Just cackle at it, right? She wears her hair down in front of her eyes and stuff while she does it and just slowly rocks her nightgown and stuff. That's just the vibe. That's the vibe I've cultivated around my house. It's haunted-esque. It's kind of like the ambiance, you know? It's kind of the ambiance I'm going for, the motif. You know, late century kind of haunted kind of thing.
Pathoadrenomedullary axis, which are structures within the brain that govern our stress responses. When they identify some...
Christian says, I heard boo in the background. No, somebody's just listening to my jokes.
Something that constitutes stress, they release stress hormones. They release
I can do it to myself, too.
cortisol. They release adrenaline, norepinephrine,
I can do it to myself.
And in circumstances where there are continuous...
Just listening to my jokes, right? It's my wife in the other room. Boo! I'm like, thanks.
Stressors that they can identify, they are releasing that on a loop. They're releasing it too frequently, and this overwhelms the brain and dysregulates its traditional functions.
My God, enough with the SAT words. Speak normally. If I wanted to watch someone masturbate all over themselves, then I would just go on chat roulette. I can't stand it when people speak like this, because the point is not to effectively communicate an idea. The point is to make people think you're smart. Look, even...
He's absolutely right. When you use those big $5 words, you have to really recognize the audience you're talking to. This is why I really dumbed down my speech for you guys, right? Because I want you guys to be able to understand. If I use big words all the time, then you guys wouldn't be able to understand. He's just using the big words that he knows, right? But he's not communicating effectively to his audience like I would do. Dummies.
And pulls out a book to read, which I'm sure that decision had nothing to do with another negative stereotype about black culture. But you know what? I do think it's fine to use specific or esoteric terminology when you're talking to your colleagues who are knowledgeable in that field. For example, if you want to spend time talking about neurotransmitters with your friends who are psychology majors, I think that's great and useful. But when people speak like this to general audiences, quite honestly, I think it's pretentious. I think it's done to make the speaker look good at the expense of making the audience feel stupid. And most importantly, I have yet to see a person who's...
I want to make you guys feel stupid. I can't. I can't think of anything. I was starting to think of a big word to make you guys feel stupid, but nothing came to me. I'm just sitting here dunking on myself.
Speaks like this to general...
I'm just dunking on myself. I'm just too stupid. I'm too stupid to think of a big word. Fuck it, I don't care.
Audiences, he wasn't doing that to hide the fact that he is either saying nothing of importance or hide the fact that...
All right, this is come on, John. Come on, guys. Send John some $5 words. Go ahead. Go ahead. Send me a word, and I will say it. Yeah, with a $5 donut, I will say the word. And it'll make me feel smart. Or pretend to. That's all I got. All right? Let me have something.
His argument is retarded, because certainly not being able to simplify his talking points so that regular people can follow along is a sign that he doesn't understand them that well.
Now, there are countless studies, many of which I draw on for my own research, that link the lived experience of low income or impoverished socioeconomic status with deviations in longitudinal adolescent neurological development, which is just...
Longitudinal adolescent neurological development.
This adolescent neurological development over time, and well into adulthood.
Okay, being a hood rat, right? I have determined that having a beeping fucking smoking alarm equates to being a hood rat. You're a hood rat. I said what he said. Just he used bigger words. I used hood rat.
Have longitudinal studies on the lived experiences of the adolescent.
Autism says, thanks, Sean. We do feel stupid for watching the show, right? I get it.
Trauma response to the...
Yes. When people come to my show, they do feel stupid because they're like, why am I watching this? This show is stupid and it's making me dumber.
Intricate modalities of...
Thank you. Swamp Ninja for 2, and he's got a link. And Dan Snot for a $5. He says anti-disestablishmentarianism. That is a long one. Let's see what the link is. Okay. Yep. These are my kin right here.
This is America's most inbred family.
Okay.
From a small village named Odd, they are known to bark, grunt, and run away if approached by strangers.
How inbred do you got to be? I guess they're going to explain that to us
Twins,
right now.
John and Henry Whitaker, had children John and Gracie, who decided to...
Hold on. We gotta look at that. We gotta be a little...
John and Henry Whitaker had children John and Gracie, who decided to get married, even though they were cousins. John and Gracie went on to have 15 children of their own.
15? 15?
This has left the Whitaker children with numerous genetic defects.
Oh, they were just cousins? They were just... Okay, so this is like normal Pakistani family, right? Except for they're white, right? Okay, but like a normal Pakistani family.
And unable to communicate with the outside world. Filmmaker Leda first met the West Virginia family in 2004 to take photos for his book, Created Equal. He was met by protective neighbors with a shotgun, as they didn't like people making fun of the Whitakers. Later, returning recently to
Well, at least they have some community. At least there's community. And like, okay, look, if you're you're cousins, right? And like, god damn, she must have been a hot cousin. She must have been the hot cousin, right? Because after the first couple came out like that, they're all like, you know what? Let's have a baker's dozen more. Let's have these two are fucking hilarious, dude. They keep walking into walls and burning themselves on the stove. Let's have like 13 more of these and just have some weird freaky ass circus here. I mean, you're hot.
their broken down home and raised over $45,000 to help improve their dreadful living conditions. It was later discovered.
Didn't hear a chirp. Didn't hear one fucking chirp. You know there's a smoke alarm in there. You know there's a smoke. No chirping, right? They got a drawer full of 9-volt batteries. And they're like, oh, the smoke alarm's going. Okay. The smoke alarm. Yeah, okay, that's better. I sound like a Down syndrome person, but that's amazing. That's amazing that there is no. They have a problem with their genes, absolutely. But the smoke alarm is not an issue in that household.
Heard that Gracie's parents were cousins as well. Tragically, this has led to many of the kids not making it through childhood, while others have.
Artism says it's just like my cats, but they were not mongoloids. Well, that's beautiful.
Suffered from heart attacks. This is America's most.
They smashed a smoke alarm with a rock. No, it is just a rock. They taped it to the ceiling, and they thought the fire marshal would be cool with that. Weirdly enough, he was. He was cool with that. He was like, yeah, you know what? If this place burns down, no big loss.
Semi-hardwired electronic warning devices. Okay.
It's just a rock fucking taped to the ceiling. It's got a little painted light, a little red light.
Where are the studies then? It's a VOD. Show
The fire marshal's like, yeah, it's good enough. Jeez.
Show them. Put them on screen as B-roll. You know how to use a video editor, right?
Because the fire marshal was their cousin, yeah.
12-year-olds can figure that out. I mean,
And he was hot. He's got one of those fireman calendars. It's up in their house.
going to read a book and use all those $10
It's just a hot family. They make hot cousins.
words, but you're incapable of bringing up a study to help confirm your hypothesis about smoke detectors? Is it ever a shock how these people are required to cite sources on their college papers or risk getting expelled, but they can't put a source in a video to save their life? And the crazy thing here is not the fact that this video got millions of views. The crazy thing is all the people in the comments who are acting like this guy is the...
Are you guys actually going to be able to pull it off? I've never seen you guys make a tower ever in my life, but if you were able to pull it off, I'll hit that bell. If you're able, okay. They actually did it. They actually did it. Holy shit. Well, Hog Dog came back in with the S, but I'll count it anyway. The first official multi-person end tower in this chat. You guys pulled it off. We did it, boys. We did it. All it took was a smoke alarm video.
Second coming of Jesus for using a bunch of technical jargon to say that it's not your...
We did it, boys. Parades.
fault if you're too stupid to change a battery. This guy
don't try to do it again. It's never going to happen. All right. That was like Haley's Comet. All right. It's once in a lifetime. You're born with it. You won't see it again. Okay.
The human equivalent to Duolingo. That app will waste tons of your time making you think that you're learning Japanese without actually teaching you anything significant.
I did this for Spanish. I learned some Spanish words.
And outside of a few colors and how to say hello, there's no bigger indicator that someone will never get past beginner level at a language than them saying that they study with Duolingo. So this is like the TikTok influencer version of that.
It's fucking free, dude. This guy speaks Japanese, though, but, like, not the black guy. The guy who does this channel. He's got 1 million subs. Good for him. I've been watching him since he had, like, 20,000 subs.
And by the way, for me, the smoke detector thing is not about black people. That just happens to be the internet stereotype.
The African ceiling bird. It calls and is ignored.
I wasn't even aware of it until I started using Twitter. But my dislike for people not being able to change their smoke alarm batteries comes from listening to years of a love, sex, and relationships radio call-in show called Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. It was a running bit on the show to ridicule
I think I remember hearing that at some point.
every caller
I
who
think my cousin listened to that a lot.
had their smoke detector beeping in the background.
My question is it okay if you're like tired of hearing about it, about
Oh my God. First call.
Oh, damn, dude. That's a dead giveaway, dude. Like, what if you're on the phone and you need to like you're trying to get like a credit card or something like that, and you're on the phone with the bank. Yes, I would like a credit card. You're trying to put on a white voice, right? A real, like your best white voice possible. What happened to it? Hold on. It's down here. Your best white voice, absolutely possible. Yes, I would like to apply for a credit card, and I think you'd be quite impressed with my salary. Oh shit! No, they wouldn't even hear it. Yes, I think my credit is actually very good, and they're all like, we can't. We just can't. Well, why wouldn't you be able to do that? I'm a professor at Yale, and I think I very much deserve a credit card. And it's a very, they just hang up. They just hang up. They know they ain't getting their money back.
All the night. Smoke detector, huh? Bro, did you hear that little
Chirp. Fuck.
chirping sound?
You can hear it?
You can hear it? You can hear it? You know why? Because she can't. And she has people over to her house, and they're all like, what's that chirping sound? And she's like, what chirping sound? She thinks her house is haunted by like a ghost bird. And she's like, I don't believe you, but everybody else. And then she calls this show, and she's like, you hear it too? My bird died 6 years ago. Is he happy? Is he in a better place? Do black people own birds?
We're just glad to know that you can hear it. TV's still on too. You're tired of hearing about 9/11.
Yes, and I just want to know, is it okay?
Me too, sister. Me too. I am done hearing about 9/11. I was done hearing about 9/11 on 9/12. I was like, okay, well, that happened, and it was far away from me. I lived in California at the time. It was far away from me, so what do I care? And then, like, all this, like, airport security changed, and like, oh, it's a 9/12 world. I'm like, why? Who gives? It's way over there, man. It's like 3,000 miles away. It didn't even affect us. But it did, in a bunch of gay shit ways.
Yeah, most people... There we go.
It would drive me nuts. How do you sleep like that? Never forget the Juggies. Are you talking about the Man Show? Are you talking about Ziggy Zaggy? Oi, oi, oi. Is that what you're talking about? What a reference. What an absolute reference.
How do you live with that thing chirping in the background? It's hard to have
You sort of just learn to tune in.
It's still going off. I think our ears are so attuned to it. I don't know. Is there like some sort of like anatomical reason that black people can't hear this? Is there? I'm being completely honest. Because you know how like when you talk to a black person on the phone, it doesn't matter if they were raised by a white family or anything like that, right? The shape of their tongue is different, right? Their lips are different sizes. You can tell that's a black person, right? Nothing racist about it, unless you want to be. But they just sound different, right? They enunciate different. Doesn't matter their level of education, no, nothing like that. No, they just sound different. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Is it like another muscle in their leg? You know how they can jump high? The same thing with their voice.
one another room going off. Did you hear that?
You can hear
You've got two separate smoke detectors.
Knob says yes, lower IQ. That's not anatomical, but it's a theory.
That are low on batteries.
It's not anatomical, but it is a theory, right? It could do with their medulla oblongata. It's much larger than it should be in black people. They get angry.
It's like one in each room.
And they're all chirping?
Yeah.
That would bother a reptile.
I don't even think.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That would bother a reptile.
Two is the record. Actual Justice Warrior did a video on this where he
Shut up, Knob.
brought up the interview of that black girl who smacked the girl on the back of the head with a baton during a race. She had like 8 smoke detectors going off the entire time. I can't believe the reporter didn't just hit the silence button so they could do the interview in peace. But that's not why I'm bringing up actual.
Hey, can I just hit this button so we can like get some clean audio here? And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And it's just chirp, 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 chirp. So why do you have so many smoke detectors? I heard they was valuable, and I'm trying to take them to the pawn shop later. Where'd you get them? Your various B&Es across the city?
Justice Warriors video. I'm bringing it up because of an interesting comment about fatherlessness that was written by a viewer that I think is confirmed by the Loveline episode.
Now that's in your bedroom.
That's because one person is a good comedian and the other guy is Joe Rogan. Are you talking about the Man Show still? Yeah, it's Doug Stanhope and Joe Rogan. Yeah, Joe Rogan's he's not terrible. He's not terrible. Doug Stanhope is clearly the better comedian. That's obviously undebatable. But Joe Rogan is not that bad. He's not that bad of a comedian. He's got some good bits. Can't remember them right now, but they're all right.
Room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at night,
it keeps going.
You go to bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Farrell says, I'm just popping in. I'm getting my ass kicked at work. Like, no fucking sleep this week, but I missed y'all. Well, we'll be waiting here for you when you come back, all right? You'll have your chair right there, right? Your spot in chat will be saved. Somebody save her spot in chat.
Oh, my God.
Who do you live with, by the way?
My mom.
Interesting phrasing. I would love to see a study on the correlation between single parenthood and the proclivity to have a beeping smoke alarm in the house.
I mean, I bet there's not a correlation, I'm sure.
As for the PhD candidate, I hate it when people just sit and complain and don't provide solutions or search for solutions to the problems that they speak about. Fortunately, in my opinion, it is none other than other black people.
I want to go to these places. What is this, Switzerland? Is this Switzerland? It seems so peaceful. And it seems like it's diversity free, right? You see any trash around there? That means there's no Indians. There's not an Indian to be seen, right? There's no bars on the windows. It looks really nice.
People who have to live around people who can't change a battery, who are the most disgusted by that behavior.
People have black fatigue, not because they hate black people because they're black. They have black fatigue because of how people act, how black people poorly represent themselves and carry themselves within society. All the
based. Absolutely based. I'm not mad at you because you're darker skinned. You act a certain way. Certain people that look like you act a very specific way. And that's annoying. You're very loud in restaurants, and that pisses me off. And then, of course, the crimes and stuff.
problems that we have,
the crimes.
we can blame ourselves for.
Yeah, the crimes, right. Yes. Okay, crimes and stuff like that. But like whenever I'm at a restaurant, you walk in, I roll my eyes.
We'd rather sit back and blame the white man for it. That's why people are tired of dealing with black people, because there's no positive solution. There's no productiveness of black people today in America. Nobody today hates black people because black people exist. Nobody has a hatred of black people because black people are black. People have a disdain for black behavior, and guess what? We're judged by the content of our character and not the color of our skin today.
You see how he
fucking based. He said it perfectly. He said it absolutely perfectly. And like, this is not a secret. But I feel like they're like, oh, it's just you hate me because of the color of my skin. You hate my skin color. And that's you, my skin color. I'm like, dude, we are in a fucking library, all right? We're supposed to be quiet. This is my skin color. What are you even doing here? Can you read?
He was able to speak plainly in a way that's easy to understand without trying to insult you by flexing how many SAT words he's memorized. You know what's also great about this video? Unlike our sociology student, this guy actually provides 5 minutes of solutions to the problem instead of 8 minutes of excuses.
So how do we stop people from having black fatigue? How do we change this? How do we turn it around?
Be quiet.
Crime is the biggest issue within the black community.
That's it. Just shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Nothing gets on my nerves more. When people are loud in public. Nothing gets on my nerves more. Oh my God. It fucking pisses me off. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, dude. You over there. Shut the fuck up. Now, if it's kids or something like that, I understand. They're getting used to society and they don't know all the rules and stuff like that. But still, their parents should be involved and kind of guide them and to be like, look, we're in public. You need to shut the fuck up. Okay? We're in a restaurant. This is like, we're somewhere where you can't fucking act like a dickhead. Now, if they're running around like causing havoc and shit like that, which a lot of black kids do. I remember I went with my family to a mall in Orlando, and it wasn't the nicest mall in the world. And there was this little black kid, and his dad. I think it was a situation where he had to. It was because so his dad brought him to the playground and was just on his phone, did not even look up from his phone. This little black kid, and we brought chicken. We brought fried chicken, and that's partially our fault. Right? But this little black kid would not leave us alone. And he would get very close and try to take my chicken. And I'm like, no. Go. Go over there. Go away. Go. Go. It was, I mean, I would never let my kid act like that. Obviously, he didn't have basic social skills. Not even basic social skills. It was, I mean, like walking on his knuckles and stuff.
It's we, at the end of the day, we have to deal with the crime and instability that affects our community. That's not the white man coming into the community and shooting up the gas station and the bus stop. That's black people doing it because that's what? We glorify music of violence. We glorify a culture of instability. We glorify a culture of having no order and no control for ourselves and around us.
My opinion is that the pretentious sociology student doesn't give a shit about black people at all. And let me clarify that by saying that as much as you think people on Twitter are racist, personally, I think the most racist people are people like this guy who pretend to help black people while at the same time doing everything in their power to sabotage them.
He's not helping black people. Look, what he's trying to do is like lay out, look, not all black people are stupid animals and shit like that. And I honestly appreciate that, but you're not actually doing anything, right? You're pretending. And I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying you're putting on this facade, right? Where you're all like, see, but like, do you act like this all the time? Or when you go back to the hood to visit your mamas, right? Do you start talking hood back there? Is that what you do to fit in and stuff like that? I bet that's what you do. Out here in the sociology world, you use all these nice $5 words and stuff. You go back to the hood, you start talking about, I don't know what black people talk about. Chicken, I assume. And stuff. Basketball. Sneakers. Crimes. I don't know, but you get the idea. You get the point I'm trying to lay out here, right? You're two different people, right? You're the two face of blacks, right? You have this, this white demeanor, like you're like a news anchor or something like that in these academic circles, and then you go back home and you're a completely you an N, man. You're just an N, right? Not blaming you or anything, but don't act like you're helping anything. Don't act like you're actually solving problems or offering solutions to problems. You're just acting.
Your local Twitter Nazi couldn't dream of being so effective at harming the black community that he would get 3 million views for it and tons.
Damn, that's pretty nice. How much is 3 million views worth on TikTok? I think it's 75, 80 cents. TikTok don't pay dick.
Tons of public praise for it.
TikTok don't pay dick.
So, congrats, buddy. Though in reality, I
maybe
think
back when it was owned by the Chinese, it paid more, but now it's not. Now it's owned by a different people.
people who actually care about you are people like this guy, Andre Williams, who will
I'm playing with fire on that one. You know?
will speak frankly instead of filling your mind with bullshit that doesn't actually lead to a solution. And a very simple solution to help catalyze what this man is saying is just to bring back a culture of shame.
We need to judge people and their poverty because the same thing that makes people make poor financial decisions so they do not advance economically is likely what is leading them to ignore the smoke detector chirp.
Cool RoboCop shirt.
Which is a lack of long-term thinking and long-term planning.
Right, because the reality is that if you're poor, it's not because of a system of oppression. You have access to infinite good information on your phone. You can learn any skill you want to the highest extent for free or for very little cost and not that much time investment. So if...
Yeah, and look, it's not like there isn't any... you might be comparatively poor to other Americans. America has a lot of money, right? There's a lot of money to be had. And you will, if you get out there and work reasonably hard, you'll be able to make a living, and you won't have Section 8. You won't live off the government, right? You can reasonably hear, if you make an effort, you don't have to live off the government. That's it, right? You don't have to be dirt-ass poor. If you're born in Uganda or something like that, but even then, if you work your ass off in Uganda, you probably make yourself a nice penny, right? Scamming boomers from America. The Yahoo boys. I doubt that's even that much work. God, dude, I might do that. I might move over there to like Nigeria and then like start scamming American boomers. They don't deserve that money. I'm going to scam it out of them. I'm going to sweet talk a 90-year-old woman and be like, "You're beautiful. I'm Liam Neeson." Or whoever you're into. I don't know. I'm Wilford Brimley. The hot Wilford Brimley.
If you're destitute, then it's because
I have diabetes too. Oh, say more sweet things.
You're lazy, or because you make bad decisions, or because people who would help you don't want to be around you because you're a bad or a toxic person.
Wrapping it up nicely together in the dying fire alarm.
By the way, those are radioactive. Just letting you know. I think they have americonium in them. So FYI, you're spending a lot of time with it. You know, it's fine up on your ceiling and stuff like that, but when you're like hanging, it's not terribly radioactive, but it is slightly radioactive. Just letting you know.
If we can start to understand that the lived experience of low income or impoverished socioeconomic statuses can dysregulate the prefrontal cortex such that the simple task of replacing the fire alarm is made difficult, then we can also start to recognize that living with fire alarms that beep and beep and beep until they die is going to be a more common occurrence in places where people of those socioeconomic statuses are concentrated.
Right.
Okay, so what are you saying here? Are you saying that these people shouldn't be in society? Because in society we have fire codes, right? We have fire codes. We have certain laws that we all decided that we were going to follow, right? So you're saying as a group, this particular group is biologically unable to follow the law. Which I kind of agree with you. I weirdly agree with you. What's the next step?
Right. Poverty is why
What is the next step? Born in prison? I'm sorry. I know he's not making this into a race thing. But But he should, because even like millionaire black athletes in their gigantic mansions have fucking smoke alarms going off in their houses. It can't just be a poor thing, because I've been to plenty of poor households. I have. There's probably poor people here. I know it. Knob. Do you have... Is your smoke alarm chirping? Is it chirping? I know you say you have like a beautiful family and a career and shit like that. I don't believe you, because you never fucking donated at all. So, like, do you have a smoke alarm chirping in your house? Yes or no?
Can't go onto their phone and Google how to change a battery.
And I assume you're white.
How is it?
I also did that. I also assume you're white.
This guy's mentality helpful. By the way, for those of you who think that shaming doesn't work,
yes, I'm on YouTube. You don't know my YouTube? Hold on. It's at Sulk Stream. Just go look it up, man. Yes, I'm on YouTube. Yes, I'm on YouTube.
Here's a proof of concept.
Something so
at Sulk Stream, right? Just go and fucking put at Sulk Stream on YouTube. It's not that hard. By the way, Sulk. Oh my god, bitch, you thick.
So tragic happened the other day that I was just silent for like 20 minutes.
John, I make more than you. LOL, no beeps. Sure, buddy.
It's because I can't believe that actually just happened. I live in Tokyo, and in Tokyo, everyone like keeps to themselves. Like
not thick. She's fat. Yeah, she's a little fat.
Really say anything to you, like even if they're thinking it. But we just did a road trip down to Miyazaki, which is like still a city, but it's the countryside. Anyways, this old lady like had to have been, I don't know, 70 to 85, and she's walking along behind us, and she does like the full like rubberneck, like look.
I have poodle you on on YouTube when Rumble is being stupid. I can't find you. I'll help you guys out. Here, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just go ahead and stop everything right now, so I can just very simply copy that and paste that right there. And see, it's youtube.com/@sulkstream.
Looks right. She pulls this one.
It's just.
She looks at me up and down and goes.
Now you might think
there's still people on Daywave that are like, I don't know you had a channel. I don't know if they're joking or not, but it makes me want to strangle them.
How rude of that Japanese lady. Doesn't she have any manners? Doesn't she know how to treat people appropriately? But here's the thing. The shaming...
Oh, because she's in Japan. And yeah, you're fat for Japan. You're fat for Japan, bitch. And people will tell you that. People, they ain't got no shame. They don't give a fuck, dude. They don't give a fuck. If you stick out, they're going to let you know that you stick out.
It worked.
I didn't think I was fat until I moved to Japan. I wouldn't say I was ever like morbidly obese. And obviously I try to love myself at any size, whatever. That's not what this is about. But when I moved to Japan, I started losing weight. Since I moved here, I've lost it.
You know what? I wouldn't say she's morbidly obese. I would say she's kind of fat. Yeah, she's kind of fat. But like, it's not gone. You know? It's not gone. She's not... It's not like she's gotten disgusting yet. She still looks pretty young. And how are you doing this in Japan?
About 20 pounds, so that's 11.
I mean, like, how are you getting that fat in Japan? The food there is not conducive to getting fat.
Kilograms. I love living in Japan, but every once in a while, a culture difference just slaps you in the face when you're least expecting it.
Congrats. She's getting healthier because obesity is frowned upon in Japanese culture.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I bet if she was in like Louisiana or something like that, or anywhere in the United States, really, she'd probably be quite a bit fatter. So it's really doing her wonders over there. It's really doing her a solid. Knob says, I choose not to donate because that would ruin our friendship, John.
Instead of it being promoted like it is in American culture, shaming is effective because people who are resistant to change will not improve.
Having money? Farrell says. No, I'm not. Oh, are you saying Knob's dog? If Knob's dog had money, it would ruin our friendship? Well, he doesn't, so there's no danger there. Knob, it's okay, dude. I'm not going to judge you, all right? It's fine. I just asked about your smoke alarm situation. Is it beeping or is it not beeping? And I was going to assume that it's not beeping, right? I'm not calling you lazy per se. I'm just saying you don't have like a lot of like financial stability in your life, which I feel bad for you. Because if you did, you'd fucking donate.
Prove themselves unless they're made to suffer, and shaming a negative behavior is a way to cause suffering. Here's the thing though. In general, psychologically speaking, everyone is resistant to change. When it comes to the people who are worse off than others, a major reason they are like that is because they don't have a regular practice of learning new ideas and, more importantly, implementing what they learned as quickly as possible. In fact, if you want to get to higher levels of skill and really upgrade your life, then getting good at doing this all the time is essential. But to put it into more basic terms so that people who aren't used to this can understand, you have to make change easy and break it down into small steps that you can handle until you can handle more complex and quicker changes. So what I'm saying...
Zach says, you ignore me when I do nice things for you, so I don't donate as much these days. I like to hear you if you like your clock. Fuck, I forgot about the clock. Oh, oh shit, dude. I have not checked my fucking... I told Jess to... I haven't checked my mail. I haven't checked my mail. So I have not received the clock, and it's probably been sitting there. I feel really bad now. I apologize. Sorry, dude. I'm really bad at it. You need to, like, hit me on, you know, fuck, man. I want to be like, oh, I'll go tomorrow, but, like, I'll forget tomorrow. It's just not part of my regular rotation to go check my fucking P.O. box because people rarely send me shit. But, like, here, I'll text Jess right now. Can you check the P.O. box tomorrow? There. Okay. I'm sorry. I do feel bad about that.
Saying is that if changing the smoke detector battery is too complicated for your brain, and for a lot of people it is,
I'm really bad at it.
It's because they don't understand electronics, then break it down.
Set my alarm? Fine. I'll set my alarm. I like how I'm just doing a bunch of stuff here now. Set alarm for like 2:45 p.m. Okay. And label. Check P.O. Check mail. There. Save. Check mail. Okay. I really do feel bad. I am sorry.
Steps. The first step is to Google a video. You don't even have to watch it.
Farrell says be good to your chat. I know. You should be, as my producer, you should be checking my fucking P.O. box.
Google it and take a break and watch the video the next day. Then the day
I know.
after
You derailed my show because now I feel like a fucking asshole. And like, cause like, oh man, I feel bad about that. But I will...
buy the battery, and on the last day, change it. It's simple. And what you'll find as you get used to breaking down...
You're on thin ice with your producer, John.
...an activity into small steps is...
I like how you guys just assign yourself jobs, right? You just who's my head of security? Nobody.
That not only will changing a battery be easier next time because you already know how to do it, but also each step will sort of have its own momentum. Objects in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon. That's the law of inertia, and I think you'll find that it's easier...
I've gotten Ray Ray's artwork. He did our Christmas card one year. It was really good.
...to continue working if you already are.
Again, I'm sorry for not checking my P.O. box. I actually thought about it the other day too. Feral Pigeon for a 10 says Zach's picked 2 numbers.
So
There you go,
how it
Zach.
plays
There
out
you
is
go.
that you Google the video.
He's gonna nail it, and he's gonna be like, "Go check your fucking mail." They don't have to get in the car and then go fucking check the mail.
And in your head, you'll say, well, I've already got the video pulled up. It's only a minute. I might as well just watch it. Then you might say, I think I have one of those batteries in a cupboard. I'll just go get it out. And
all right, 33 and 17. I'll do 33 first. And 17. Nine. Okay, I'm glad because I didn't want to get up and then get in my car and then drive to the place. Even though I think I can still get into it because like I have like a key.
So on and so forth. The idea is that your goal is to replace this.
Dan is on to spin. Why is Dan on to spin? No.
Smoke detector battery in
No.
one sitting, but you genuinely give yourself the option to do just a little bit at a time, and you'll find that more often than not, you'll initiate an activity that you told yourself that you only had to spend a few minutes on, but because of inertia and because it's easier to stay on the same activity than it is to switch to a different one, you'll find yourself having done multiple hours of work. That's actually one of the primary ways that I motivate myself to make videos when I don't want to do anything.
I will check my P.O. box tomorrow. I promise you guys. Somebody, if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at Sulkopath on Twitter. Message me and say, John, go to your, or just tag me in something. Don't message me. Fucking tag me. And say, John, go check your fucking P.O. box. And then I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh. And just keep doing that. And I will get to it. Farrell says Dan pick. Okay, Dan, pick a fucking...
90% of the time, it results in accomplishing hours of work.
My wife keeps asking me if we're chirping here.
Instead of the 5 minutes that I initially planned. Anyway.
No, we ain't, no, what are you talking about? We're not chirping here. There's no chirp going on here. What are you talking about? I've never heard a chirp ever in my life in this place. This is a chirp-free house.
Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, I have another one that I think you guys are going to like. But here's the thing. I don't know if YouTube's going to fucking pop me for it, but I'm going to play it anyway, because fuck YouTube, dude.
It was definitely the worst time in our relationship. Do you remember the incident that happened at the house a couple years ago? He's finally gonna say, I love you. And instead he said...
While we watch a lot of questionable shows together, I think today's show may be up there towards the top. And can you guess what channel it's on? That's right, TLC, the Learning Channel. And I'm confident after today, we're going to learn some new things for sure. They will not make our lives better in any way, but new information will be presented. And it will be on the test. That show is the miniseries My Husband's Not Gay, which I'm pretty sure there's only one episode of, so it really is a mini...
I know we've seen this before on Daywave, but on this particular video, and I was all like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. The guy who's presenting this is definitely gay, though. There's no way that man is not gay. He seems 100% gay. He looks like a gay.
Series. While I have gotten a handful of comments suggesting this, I do want to give a shout out to Hunt Jones, who did a great video on this not too long ago, so go check him out too. Now, I don't want to explain too much of this show because very soon you will see that...
Yes, Farrell? Oh. Okay. 21. 22. That was close. That worried me for a second. I love this. Love that. Love how that's the first one. I'll just fucking do that. So there we go. The gay guy.
But it really speaks for itself.
He looks like an alien gay. He does. You're
But
right.
essentially, we're going to be following 3 Mormon couples in...
Knobs, you never get to pick a number.
Shocker, Salt Lake City, Utah, and well,
Unless Farrell pays for it.
they have a bit of a dilemma.
I'm attracted to my wife, for sure. And
But really, she'd look a lot better if she had a cock. Don't clip that.
I'm definitely attracted to men, too.
And by the end of this, maybe everything will make so much sense we'll be doofuses forever doubting TLC.
Farrell says, I love how you say yes, Farrell. Like you're getting ready to yell at me. You're getting ready to yell at me, dude. I'm the one who gets fucking yelled at. I get yelled at. I'm not even doing anything wrong. I'm just sitting here being like innocent. And you're like, you guys are mean. And I don't know, man. I'm just trying to chill and be cool and shit like that. And I don't like the bad vibes. Sometimes some people want to bad vibe me. I'm not a bad vibe guy.
Surprised TLC even has to tell us at this point that the people we'll be following are living
My producer says clip that, by the way.
different lives, as if this is an episode 30.
She'd look a lot better with a cock.
7,000 of TLC Presents.
Jeez. Even if you were to take that out of context, they'd be like, how is that taken out of context? Surprisingly, it is.
People living different lives.
I'm attracted to my wife, for sure.
I love him saying this because the words coming out of his mouth you would normally think are reassuring, but for your husband to say, yeah, I'm attracted to my wife.
Not sexually.
You would think that would make her be like, oh, I definitely thought you already thought. I didn't think you'd have to say that. So there is a term for their situation that I think they made up entirely themselves at this point, but that is SSA, or
she's a beard. You a beard, all right? There's already a name for it. You don't have to say, oh, my husband struggles with SSA. He's just gay, dude, and you're a beard. That's what, he's not really your husband. You're a beard, and he is a butt pirate.
Same-sex attraction.
Not gay. SSA.
Yeah.
No, it is gay, sir. Ma'am. You look better with a cock. I know that.
Don't get it twisted. What's wrong with you? Maybe this will better help you understand.
Who will I notice first? A beautiful man walking down the street or a beautiful...
Well, you already dug yourself quite a pit there. You already dug yourself quite a pit, dude. Never once in my life have I ever used the term beautiful man. Except for that one right there. But only as a quote of what you're saying. I'm just saying you're already starting off pretty deep.
A woman walking down the street?
What am I going to notice? A beautiful man or a woman? It's okay. All right, dude. I feel bad for that kid, dude. Oh my God, I feel bad for that kid. This is the only show that TLC did on this subject, which is a shame. And I feel so bad for that kid because people are going to recognize that dude. When that kid gets to like middle school or something like that, they're going to be like, your dad's gay. And then he's going to be like, no, he's not. And they're going to bring up the TLC episode. And then it's going to be like, well, it's SSA. It's not gay. Sounds gay. Because it is gay. That's gay. Your dad is gay, dude. Your dad is gay. Does he sneak in your room at night? Does he fiddle with your balls and shit? Does that make you gay? You're gay by association. You're the son of gay. 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 Gay.
I'll notice the beautiful man 9 times out of 10.
Bob Sock says not gay. SSA. Nope. I refuse to believe it. This man is definitely gay.
I see an attractive guy and an attractive woman walking down the street. Who am I going to notice first?
Well, I'm going to notice the attractive woman because I'm already sucking the guy's cock. Oh, there's going to be a lot of out of context clips in this one.
Is the woman my wife? Yeah, sure. Okay, then 9 times out of 10, the guy. Okay, what if it's not your wife? You can make that happen? Now you may be thinking, what does the wife think about all of this?
When Jeff told me about his same-sex attraction, it was definitely the worst time in our relationship.
Yeah, because usually you're out picking out curtains and fucking going to like Bed Bath and Beyond and shit, and like, oh, do these towels match with this? No, there should have been signs, bitch. Oh my god, there should have been signs. When you wanted to have sex with him, did he frequently have a headache? Did you ever catch him looking at some dubious material on the internet? I'm just saying. Bitch, come on, don't act like you didn't know. Oh, come on. There's no way you're that ditzy. And if you are, oh my god, poor girl, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so sweet. This is me petting her head. You're so sweet. Oh, you're stupid. It's what I do with most women when I meet them.
We got home to his place, and I thought, he's finally going to say, I love you. And instead he said,
I love your brother.
I think you need to know that I'm attracted to men. And I was crushed.
Why did you continue the relationship? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself, you stupid bitch? Strawberry says, bless her heart. Bless her stupid little heart. Bless her sweet, stupid, innocent, dumb little heart. Oh my god. Oh. But he told you he was gay, and then you're like, fuck it, we're doing it anyway. Strawberry, can you explain your gender to me? Farrell? Where the fuck is Renee's? Where's all the... There's usually more women here. Where are they?
Oh, wow. So how'd you guys get through it? What ended up being...
She cannot change him. She cannot change him. There's no changing. I mean, like... Okay, fine. Farrell says she can change him.
The solution. Oh, we haven't figured that out. We were hoping you would. That's why we're here.
Background noises. There's a SWAT standoff like 6 houses down from me. The flashbangs are getting wild. Film it. Film it. Film it and send it to me. Film that shit and send it to me right now.
So he sent me home with books and...
Go! But remain and watch. And like, oh. Can you do me a favor? Can you like turn me on the TV and then fucking crank it? So when the news gets there, they have me fucking being like, you're gay. Why are you good? You're gay. Saying gay very loudly in the background as like gunshots and smoke bangs are going off. Because that would be some pretty good publicity. Please and thank you.
And I was devastated, and I sat in bed, and for the next week, I was...
Just some guy going down in a hail of gunfire, and then I'm like, gay! Blasted out your windows. Blasted out your windows like you're living on a college campus, dude, right? And you're like, everyone's going to want to hear this. Gay!
It was horrible to him.
I bet after that conversation, he was just like... Fuck, did that not work? I literally told her I love men. Why won't she let me end this? Now, after all of them explaining this, it's still pretty unclear if he's attracted to women enough
Your words are hurting my life. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's tie this knot. Let's have a kid. Let's have a kid. Even though you have an insatiable lust for man ass. And I just want a wedding. And a child. She's not so sweet and innocent. I think she's actually kind of a bad person because you know this man doesn't want to be with you. Why would you force him to be with you? I understand it's like Mormonism and like there's very strict guidelines in this community in like Utah And you have to like, but why would you do that? To not only yourself, but also to him and the kid. That kid shouldn't exist. As terrible as that is to say, that kid should have expired in a man's anus. Dude, there's no way.
That would normally make someone marry a woman, which the bare minimum, I think. Because sometimes the way they talk about it makes it sound like he's bi, and then other times it sounds like he is through and through a gay man that just...
There's no such thing as a bisexual man. There's no such thing as a bisexual man. There is a gay man that will sometimes bite the bullet and have sex with his wife, but there's no such thing as a bisexual man. Nope. And there's no such thing as a straight female, because you could just force them to do whatever.
So happens to be married to a woman.
I know lots of other of my friends that are in these.
Make sure to get all this on the news in that standoff. Background noise, all this in this, all the no straight females, no bisexual men.
Same type of marriages.
All women are bi. There's no lesbians either. Lesbians are a myth, right? Lesbians are like a girl that was just not pretty enough, and she's like, fuck it, I'll just say I love box, which you do, but like, you know, not enough. It's like the lesbian bed death, and you know, you're just like, you're really just settling, you know.
That are in good relationships, and none of us feel oppressed. We've chosen to be here.
Yeah, I doubt just you.
You're saying that, and I don't believe you at all because you're saying it. You know, I don't go around being like, we don't feel oppressed. I don't feel oppressed at all. I don't go around with my wife and kids and be like, I don't feel oppressed at all, and then stare at man ass. I don't do that. You know, I don't have to. I don't have to do that.
You guys have a monopoly on that sort of thing out there in fucking Utah.
My name is Brett.
My name is Megan.
It's not often I see a...
I'm into chicks, dude, snatch skis me out. I'm not into chicks, dude, snatch skis me out. Well, I mean, too bad.
Name that I have never seen before.
Because you know why? Because you know why? Some Viking warrior is going to come kidnap you and then burn your village down, kill your father and brothers, and then he's going to make you kiss your sister. Like that. And then you just develop that through centuries of being conquered. Then you're just like, it ain't too bad.
But man, Pret?
What? Challenge my assertion. Challenge it. Challenge my assertion.
Has got to be up there. I even did a name lookup on the website, How Many of Me, for Pret, and even they were like, dude, we've never heard of that, okay? The more they explain this stuff, the more I genuinely don't know why people sign up for these shows. Like most of the ones on TLC, I can't fathom why. It's got to be either money, just...
They don't pay well. They don't pay well. They do not pay well. They may pay a few $1,000s. It might be a trip to LA or whatever. They don't pay well.
Wanting to be on TV really bad, or I think more commonly now is them being able to leverage the attention from these shows to build up their social medias, or if you're a Mormon in Utah, your product line at Target maybe. But I do know that a lot of these types of shows carefully curate how these guys are presented for TLC's narrative, but these guys are literally just telling us how it is with their lifestyle.
I feel like I'm the winner of life's lottery. Like, have you seen her?
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, come on. Have you seen her? Seriously, what do you think of her? I honestly don't know. I'm not attracted to her whatsoever. I could really use a second opinion.
Oof! Big oof! Big oof! Oof! The oof is on fire.
The first thing that went through my mind was
oof. God, you're like 80% jaw. Look at the proportions, right? Just hold on. Look at I can't do it because the box ends right here. But like, there we go. Look at how much face that is. That's a lot of jaw. It keeps going. That's a lot.
Was kind of the first thing that goes through every woman's mind. Will he be attracted to me? At the same time,
No.
though, it was, well, at least he doesn't have anybody else to compare me to.
No. And you're a fool for because he's going to come home with like monkeypox or something one day. He looks gay to me. Doesn't he look gay to you? He looks like a gay little Santa's elf. Like Santa's elf that just gets reamed, dude. Yeah. But you ain't no prize either. Why do these people look so Mormon? Why do you look so Mormon? Like, it's okay. You can look at Mormon. Sure. Okay. But you look like aggressively Mormon. Why are you so Mormon, dude? Tone it down a little bit, right? Why are you fucking smiling? Why are you both smiling?
Hearing her explain this, it's so much more depressing. I feel like it's a little too mean to say that she's coping, but that seems to be this entire show.
What you making?
Brownies. My name is Tara.
And my name is Curtis.
We've been married for 20 years. And about 4 years ago, Curtis came to me one morning and told me that he had same-sex attraction.
Now,
That's so uncomfortable, dude. It's so uncomfortable. Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
now only 5 minutes into this episode, and TLC is already on their third couple.
I know we watched this before on Day Wave. I'm doing my take. Can I do this? Can I do my fucking show, Knob? Is it okay for you if I just let me run it by my producer? Hey, Farrell, you think it'd be a good idea if I did this show? You know, on my fucking show where I run it out of my fucking house. You think Knob would be okay with it? You know, the guy who never fucking donates anything and constantly interrupts. You think he'd be fine with that?
Like this. They must not really have a shortage of SSA couples in the area for the
You produce shit, Knob.
Shows.
And anger in my heart.
Test subjects. Guys, the holiday season is fast approaching, but while you're busy picking out gifts for everyone else, don't forget about number one.
And in mainstream America,
Gay. This is a gay man. How do you not know? How do you not know? There's a certain physicality about gay men. That one right there.
they're considered bisexual.
But you don't identify with.
You're not bisexual, bro. You're gay.
I don't necessarily, and if you...
He's got a little start of something right there. It's a little start of something right there. Herpes. The pox. HIV. Yeah.
You look at most of the studies that have been done about sexuality.
Farrell says, I'm going to allow it, but I got my eye on you. I'll allow it. There's a gavel. I'll allow it. But you better be going somewhere with this, Mr. Porter. I am, Your Honor, I assure you. Anyway, gay.
They'll show you that sexuality is fluid, it changes.
And he's not wrong about that, but I still think this is all...
Christian says this guy looks SSA. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Stop it. Stop it. We're not using SSA as a replacement for gay. We're not doing that.
different. I think by now we could all see these are all very explicitly gay men who have grown up and are currently surrounded by a community that would not easily accept them for being that. So their only option to not hide away their true feelings and still have what is a traditional and acceptable life in these communities is to do exactly what they've done here. Maybe could have done without the TV show part, which is upsetting, and I very much feel
Dan's not asked if, can I be a producer since I produced the belt? No, that's not how a producer works. It's not, no. Nobody's a producer on this show. Maybe Arden, because he does a lot of work. But, like, that's, like, it.
For them because that is a shitty reality. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I do not think it's as complicated as we are being led to believe here.
By the way, where the fuck is he tonight? Is he not here? Is he not here? Oh, maybe he's busy.
It's very much feeling like you don't understand. You're the fool kind of thing.
Have I made mistakes in our marriage? I have. But with my belief in God, all things that I struggle with, if I turn to him, can be for my good.
Have I made mistakes in my marriage?
Have you guys heard about what's that one, like, dewormer drug? What's it called? They give it to horses. Anyways, apparently there's a theory running around that homosexuality is caused by a parasite, and taking this ivermectin, thank you, this ivermectin will flush out these gay parasites and make you into a straight man. And apparently there is anecdotal cases where this has happened, which is fascinating. And somebody laid out the logic for me, right? Like this certain, it was like toxo, right? He had the theory it was toxoplasmosis, which is what cats have, right? And he, like, this parasite reproduces in the belly of cats, and it doesn't reproduce in the belly of humans. So there's kind of a huge hole in the theory right there. But it's saying to reproduce, you would need to have an intrigue in the male asshole. So it's a theory. It's certainly a theory. And if a bunch of gay men start taking ivermectin and then immediately become straight, I mean, good for them. But it's going to be crazy. That'd be crazy. I mean, like, they figured out. Did you guys see, like, the cure for cancer going around Twitter? They're all, apparently ivermectin's the cure for cancer as well. So, and fenbendazole. It's the cure for cancer now. So now we have a cure for cancer too. And I believe that. I 100%. I've always known something stinks about the entire cancer industry, and it would be something super simple like this ivermectin that they can't make money out. So I 100% believe that ivermectin and fenbendazole cure cancer. I 100% believe that. And now they're just like saying it out there, right? The CIA declassified files and shit like that. So we're living in weird times, guys. We're living in weird ass times. I feel like we're really heading for a finale of, like, whatever it is. Is this the final season of Earth? If it was on BET, it would be called Earth.
Yes, of course.
Flexible says, ivermectin made me crap blood and worms for 4 days, and I was fine. Better than ever. Well, that's great. I mean, if worms came out of my ass, I would not be okay. But I have taken ivermectin before. Worms didn't come out of my ass. Feral Pigeon says there was a recent study where 9 out of 9 stage 4 terminal colon cancer patients were cured by ivermectin 100%. They bashed it for a reason. Epic Times did a report on it about 3 years ago. Yeah, no, I 100% believe it. I 100% believe it. I think that is absolutely a cure for cancer. And I also believe that they knew this the entire time. The heads of pharmaceutical industries bought up these treatments and buried them because obviously they make billions and billions of dollars off of cancer research and cancer, right? And then I don't, like, what if you lost a child to cancer and then now you're finding out it's completely treatable? I would forgive you for rampaging, just like fucking wanting to see some heads roll at the very least. But there is other things going on right now. We got a whole World War III kicking off. That's going to be fun. I think aliens are still dabbling around. No one gives a shit about that. No one gives a shit about aliens. No one gives a shit about aliens. I don't give a shit about aliens, whether they're real or not. I don't know what I believe because I don't care that much. I don't care that much. Right? If there are aliens, I'll be like, okay. And if there aren't aliens, I'll be like, okay. I actually kind of don't think there are. Because I think we live in a simulation, and I just don't think aliens are simulated in. But they could be. They could be. But there's a lot going on, right? So the cure for cancer, they're like, fuck it, here you go. But we're not giving you the Epstein files. You can have the cure for cancer, not the Epstein files. No. Something's going to happen. Something is going on right now. Does everybody understand that something is going on right now? And what's his name? Blair White said something actually very important. I thought it was very good. He said, because it's a true, that maybe they're just letting us know all this stuff because very soon it's just not going to matter. Well, what could that be? What event makes the cure for cancer not matter? What is that? What event would that be? Because I bet you there's millions and millions of extremely pissed off people. What event would make them be like, well, that doesn't matter now? Because that would scare the fuck out of me. That would scare the fuck out of me. Is it cyborgs? I don't think it's cyborgs. Dan Snott says Blair White is a cool dude. Blair White is a fucking psychopath. But sometimes he says cool stuff.
This show being really up there.
Glad you're here.
How's it going?
Until we march them all out to sea, it won't matter. Yeah, no, it's I'm just saying, what could it be? Like, are they going to nuke the planet? Have they just decided that it's all, we're kind of fucked. They really want those files. We ain't giving it to them. So we're going to have to just fucking flip the Monopoly board, right? It looks like we're not going to win. We're kind of boxed ourselves in here. So now we're just going to have to fucking clean the slate. Is that what's going to happen? That's the only real thing I could really think of. AI is coming around. Everyone's like, oh, there's like a 10 to 20% chance that AI is going to drive humanity to extinction. I'm sorry? So like 1 in 5? Why are you doing that? Oh, because they're doing it. So we got to do it. Because if they do it, then they're going to have all, and then we got to do it too. So we have no choice. It pisses me off I was born. You know? It pisses me off. It really, really pisses me off I was born at all. Because now I'm like, am I the crazy one? Am I the retarded one? I kind of hope I am. But it doesn't seem like that. It really doesn't seem like that. To me, in my head. In my head, it doesn't seem like that. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm just fucking hearing shit. I'm like all schizophrenic and stuff. And there's no such thing as AI. There's no such thing as the Epstein files or fucking aliens or the cure for cancer or anything like that. No. I'm just imagining everything. I'm sitting in front of 2 blank screens screaming at nothing. My mom crying in the other room. Who's going to take care of it when we're gone? No one. I hope that's the case. Oh, it would be so much more comforting. Oh, Farrell. John, pick a chat member to pick a number. Good night, Farrell. Thank you so much. Background noise, you want it?
In Salt Lake City, there's a pretty tight-knit SSA community.
Brett and Megan.
Yeah,
we made it.
Hello.
Okay, them all being friends makes this make a whole lot more sense than what I
Background noise, pick a number.
thought, which was TLC finding multiple random couples all with this same dilemma, as well as all using the same term SSA. Like, I know they had to be telling TLC, hey, we got a bunch more friends who do this if you need for the show, and they're like, no,
That's a recipe for disaster.
This is already too much as is. So now one of the friends that they have coming over to visit is another Mormon man. This one...
Yeah, we're all into dudes, and then we're going to go hang out and do dude stuff, you know. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to hang out and do dude stuff. 14. Eight. Dan Stott says, John hates me. I could tell when he took a swing at me.
One does not deal with SSA.
When Curtis first told me about his SSA, the first
Just say gay. Just say gay. Come on.
thought I had was for his wife. How would it affect his
God, there's some stinkers in this group.
relationship with Tara? Because
That guy looks like a psychopath.
you know, a lot of families they fall apart when they're faced with struggles like this.
There's a lot of SSA in Argentina. Did I tell you that?
No, but please do tell me about all the SSA you learned about in Argentina. Tell me about how the Greeks found it normal to have a love boy.
Yeah, that's a big problem down there, too.
He says problem. Oh. Dude, oh my God. I bet you got your fucking tickets and everything. You son of a bitch, dude. Oh my God. This is so hard to watch.
Now, as you can imagine, Rob is a bit perplexed by their situation, and I don't know if that's due to his opinions on gay
so
people
hard
in
to
general,
watch, dude.
or if it's just their wild marriage concept. Either way, he's gonna push back a little bit.
What do you mean by SSA being a problem?
Well, the whole act is against the teachings of the gospel.
And I get, oh my God, dude, you fucking fantasize, don't you? Oh my God.
In the Mormon faith, we do not
Shut
practice
up now.
homosexuality.
So now it's time for some guy time. And
We've mastered it.
boys are gonna head over to the park and toss around the rock a bit.
My name's Tom. I'm 34 years old. I played basketball
Dude, these guys are clearly gay.
in high school. I've coached basketball since I was 17. These guys don't play basketball.
Yeah, Jeff wearing that bandana, he most certainly just took out of the package for the first time in the car, kind of gave that away.
If we're gonna go play a little basketball, you mind taking the do-rag off? It's not really a thing.
It's not?
I don't feel like I fit the mold of guys that are attracted to other men.
Yeah, you do though. You absolutely do. You look gay to me. I'd be like, that dude looks like a pervert.
Other than my deep and abiding love for Broadway show tunes. And
Well, there you go.
the attraction to males. Those are the two things that
I would say those are the gayest things about me. Yeah. My attraction to men and show tunes. Those are the two gayest things about me. Don't clip that either.
that are kind of gay about me.
Don't clip that either.
You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with the joke. It's all right there.
Sometimes when our husbands are at the park playing basketball, we like to wander by and check them out along with any other eye candy that may be on the court.
Imagine being these other.
You're shopping for a new husband, which I actually totally understand. I completely understand.
Other random guys, and later seeing this on TV, and you're just like, oh, I didn't know I was being objectified by half a dozen Mormons for a half an hour. That's cool.
Are you seeing anyone?
I see a lot of people, Tanya, everywhere I go.
I could already tell, just by that, this man's exact sense of humor, and it's going to be a long episode. So the topic turns into them trying to find Tom, the single friend of the bunch, a girlfriend, because he aspires to be an SSA husband.
Okay.
What a dream. Later on, the wives are going to go on a hike together alongside Tanya's sister-in-law and one of her friends. Her friend being the only one in the group.
These chicks seem insufferable, though. They really, I mean, like, they're probably not good wives. I mean, they're probably, you know, they just want to be married and, like, have that fucking thing. And now they got this problem where they're like, oh, their husband's gay and shit.
Who is not aware of her and their situation. Which, saying that, I know the term situationship is already taken, but I'd argue that their marriages are runners-up for the most deserving of the name situationship.
And if the topic comes up about SSA, it'll be interesting because I really haven't talked to her about Jeff.
I think it's safe to say it's gonna come up, mainly because this whole experience is being filmed by the camera crew. At first, the hike is basically just them going in circles.
That's not, I'll kill you. Dude, I'll swing at you again, dude. I'll fucking kill you. I'll
saying
kill
how much
you,
they need
dude.
girl time and how much the guys need their guy time. That's really about
I'll
all these
fucking
guys
kill
seem
you,
to talk
man.
about all the time.
I don't get enough girl time.
I get jealous of when Brett has all of his guy time.
That's really important for him to get his guy time.
One of the things that our husbands have learned the value of is to have guy time.
I don't get out very much.
No, you shouldn't do that. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you shouldn't do this. Because your husbands are gay. And they have same-sex attraction to other... You're just going to find them in a naked pile? And you're going to be like, what are you doing? It's just a bad idea.
So I love some girl time.
Then finally, someone breaks the ice and pulls out the term SSA, to which Tanya's friend is very obviously asking, what the hell does that mean?
With the SSA, we're so different in so many ways.
What is SSA?
We're all different in so many ways. Our husbands like cock, and just some guys like cars, and the other guys like football, and our husbands like cock in their asses. Okay. King of all pixels for 5 says, what is your favorite musical, John? Question not related to anything. I don't know anything about musicals.
She then reacts how everyone...
Don't know. I've never seen a musical in my life.
Not in this tight friend group or at home watching reacts.
So are they gay or not?
While her friend really doesn't seem to leave this conversation any more confident in what the hell they're all doing, she ultimately comes to the conclusion that, I guess all marriages have their problems, so... whatever, I don't fucking care.
My husband always jokes and says he likes his women to be women and his men to be men.
There's so many red flags.
That's what Jeff says too.
Yeah.
But
They all say the same thing. They like manly men. I get it. Because they're gay.
he's definitely more attracted to men.
This all is so
Yeah, I bet he is.
reminiscent of those poly relationships that you see, because this is very much one
King of all pixels says John passes. Thank you.
person's idea with the other, like, when he first told...
You guys can't help yourselves. You just can't help yourselves, can you? You just absolutely cannot. You shut up. Shut the fuck up. You cannot... yes, I did sing Grease, okay? Tell me more.
me it was hard. We had some talks, we argued, we fought, we screamed at each other, fought some more, screamed some more, and here we are, 10 years married, and I'm kind of okay with it. And we're on this show. A few of the couples then go out for lunch, and once the waiter shows up, you can tell TLC sent a team around town with a very specific job for scouting location.
Oh, they did the old Epstein, what did Epstein call it? Cutie duty. They sent their producers out on cutie duty, but for like dude butt. And so they're going to bring attractive men to entice the husbands to stir the pot a little bit. Okay. TLC, I see you. I see your game. Let's see.
Hello. Welcome to Boulangerie.
Where's that fucking wizard hat? My kid took it and he was like fucking running around with it. I don't have it anymore. But obviously this was like, come on. We all knew this was going to happen. We all knew exactly where this was going.
Don't laugh. It's
Honey pots, exactly, King. Yes.
not that funny. You know, not everybody's dangerous. And that's
This dude is really gay.
good. That's a relief.
So what do you mean by dangerous?
Oh, so
HIV positive.
I forgot to mention, earlier when they were at the basketball court, they brought up the
fudge pots. Okay.
danger scale. A scale that the guys came up with where they measure a guy on a scale from 0 to 4, an attractiveness rating that measures how dangerous that man is.
0 to 4? Who uses a 0 to 4? Why not just use the 10 scale? Why not use the 10 scale? Why 0 to 4?
To their marriage. 0 being not at all, and 4 being I am leaving my wife tonight for this guy at the Stairmaster.
So if, you know, if I was drugged and forgot I was married to you and I was in a back alley and, well, in
Stop! This guy is explaining his fantasy.
some dark corner with romantic music, would anything happen? That's the danger scale.
And man, you can tell he has never once thought about how he would ever explain this to his wife. We are
This dude hangs out in back alleys just taking random pills off of strangers. I guarantee you.
seeing him attempt a brain blast in real time.
0 to 4, so there's no middle. That's actually probably exactly why. You're probably exactly right, yes.
After lunch, the guys go clothes shopping to help Tom get ready for that.
Of course they go clothes shopping. Of course they do. Of course they do.
Blind date that they planned earlier. Sorry, blind group date, because what's better than a blind date than having a bunch of your friends there watching?
Here's a lovely green. Some of the shirts the
Lovely green.
guys were picking out were not the best looking articles of clothing.
By the looks of these shirts, they are trying to turn him into Cam from Modern Family so bad.
Hey, you see that guy over there?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Is this like the Fed? This is the gay Fed trying to like turn these guys? Is that what? Is this? Look at the sleeper agent.
He's a good looking guy for sure. He's okay. I kind of like guys that are a little more athletic, fit, like myself.
All right, someone,
You're a fat, pudgy bastard.
please cut the power to this bit machine. Just answer a damn question seriously for once, please.
Yeah, I think he's a great looking guy, but then I like the swimmer's build.
These guys are all clearly so gay. Artism says this show is now officially almost as gay as Daywave. Great job, John. You're almost there. I can't dethrone Gaywave. I can't do that.
I think the bulk of this show
Almost,
is just
almost.
these guys thirsting over other unsuspecting guys, no matter where they may be.
So what kind of...
How do you guys like the Sulk stream? Dude, I'm just as uncomfortable as you guys are, right? If not more so. If not more so uncomfortable, because I'm doing this. I'm in front of you guys, and it's like, it's funny watching the gay guy complain about the gay guys. Yeah, there you go. And then I get those. Comments.
What guy are you into?
Usually taller, like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, there you
With
go.
you there.
Who isn't?
Okay, you know what? Maybe they aren't completely gay like I'd hypothesized, because I know for a fact the largest group of people that thirst for Ryan Reynolds is straight men. So now they go over and spark up a conversation with those guys across the shop, which a few of them actually recognize. And this is my favorite part of the whole episode, because these guys are gay. Not SSA men, they literally are just...
Flex says, are you though? Are you, if you aren't crying, you're not as uncomfortable as 50% of the people there. Is everybody in tears right now? Is everyone just like cringing like really, really hard? Good. Doing my thing. Doing my thing. No, you're not kidding, Flex. You ain't kidding. It's okay. So, let me know your feelings. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know. Because, yeah, this is tough on all of us. This is... Yeah. This is so uncomfortable. It's really, honestly, very uncomfortable for me. Because, like, the women and then the gay guys, they're like, we're not gay, we're just SSA, we just have same-sex attraction, like, right? It's not like we're gay right now, but I would take that guy into the changing room and I would kiss his balls with his dick in my throat. You know what I mean? How would we not know what you mean? There was no subtext to that at all.
Just gay. And you will see in a minute how they respond to Tom's situation and his upcoming plan.
You're attracted to men, but you're going on a date with a girl.
Yeah, so we don't really call it gay. We call it SSA, same-sex attraction.
We don't call it gay. It doesn't matter.
Did right?
I've actually never heard of SSA until today. Like, I know of people who struggle with homosexuality,
but he enjoys every minute of it.
Still want to be LDS.
Yeah, I've never heard of SSA until today. We usually just call that Utah gay. Just watch, these guys are having a serious conversation and some guy just comes up like, hey, do you have the bathroom key? You have to take a fucking shit.
I'm not afraid to be called gay. I just feel like it's not real accurate. I don't feel like the label totally describes.
Okay, SSA.
Who I am. And sometimes I feel like if someone says he's gay, it means that you're in relationships with...
You knew he was gay when his Peter tasted like shit. Wait a second. Are you gay? Oh!
Men. And I'm not.
All right, Tom, so far you...
That's disgusting. That's really bad, dude.
Haven't been in a relationship with anyone. Okay, so let's get that under our belt first.
I mean, I did date a few men a bit.
Shocking.
Before I got married. And yet, for me anyway, it felt like there was something missing.
Yeah, I've dated men before, but I always felt like something was missing. That being my parents paying for my apartment, because they said they wouldn't anymore if I didn't stop dating men. So now I have a wife.
If they like guys, they should date them, hook up with them. If you like guys, like guys. Well, good luck on your date.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, this is...
Oh.
What I was talking about. These dudes are not...
I don't know why TLC didn't fucking bring this back for 10 seasons. Why you TLC, you missed... Oh, this would have been your best show. It would have been your best show. I mean, I like the Down syndrome people dating. That's adorable, honestly. Love on the Spectrum. It's an adorable show. The first season was the best. But like, this would have been a great show. But after the first episode aired, they're all like, we can't do this. We can't do this anymore. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's too gay. I'm not sure.
Having it with this shit. Like, all right, have fun on your date. So after that beautiful exchange that I can only imagine made Tom feel even better about his blind date,
okay,
we're going to see an equally uncomfortable conversation with Jeff and Tanya back at home.
I think me and the guys are going to go camping in a few weeks.
No! Red flag! Red flag! Red flag! There's no camping. We're going on a fishing trip. They're going on a fishing trip. Fishing trip with the SSA gang. If I was his, like, that's an eyebrow raiser right there, right? You don't seem like the camping type. Now you meet your gay buds. Oh, I'm sorry, the SSA crew. And now you're going on a camping trip out in the woods where no one can hear you grunt.
Camping?
What's that look?
Ah, what do you think? What do you think? Huh? It's that.
Oh, so just you and your other, let's face it, gay friends out in the woods together alone? Okay.
Do you remember the incident that happened at the house a couple years ago?
I want to know about the incident. Tell me about the incident. Tell me everything about the incident.
I'm sure that there are women out there who think that I'm being completely naive.
I love the music changes.
Tell me
in
the
these clips
incident.
Here, like
What was
sad
the
piano
incident?
music to the uplifting guitar here. Like there is no rhyme or reason why they're swapping between the two.
There was one time a couple of guys slept over at my house, and let's just say things got a little out of control.
Now, what Tanya has failed to ask here is the most important question. Where do these other guys lie on the danger scale?
I know that temptations happen. That just...
What do you mean things got out of control? What do you mean things got out of control? You mean you got butt fucked by a couple other guys? Is that what you mean? Is that out of control? Is that what you mean?
is a part of life. Because I do trust you.
Because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? What the fuck? He's having, like, he's getting pounded in the ass. And you're just like, oh, oopsie doodle. Really? Do you have any self-respect?
I do.
King of all pixels just says, what the fuck? Yeah. He was the toilet. He was the toilet. He was the toilet. He all dressed up and stuff too. He's like in like a white suit, and he powdered his face and just put a toilet seat around his head, and all like, ah.
I mean, I trust everybody.
So if you're wondering what comes of that, don't worry. We will never know that is the last we ever hear of this camping trip.
Well, we know either they went on it and butt fucked each other, or they didn't, because she was like, no, you're not going to go butt fuck your friends in the woods. And he's like, darn. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's what he said. It was like real pussy. Like, that's the Sulk stream, everybody. I know you're battling with your SSA because you have to watch me on the screen for 2 hours a night, and I sympathize with you. Control those lustful urges. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. Stay strong. Hit the like button. If you want to donate. Follow me on YouTube at Sulkstream. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to keep this between us. Okay? So until then, drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves, because I care about you too. Love you guys. Bye.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster 2, government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, born like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.